Oh, sorry, that's for a Democrat show.
Let me know when you're ready.
Was an extremely great conservative commentator. We're tearing it up on Wednesday night. This is awesome. This
will allow me to report.
Well, this is Jersey Joe for the Reaver Common Sense Show. I'm on shrmedia.com.
Actually, I just totally screwed up. This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show.
Media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
And welcome. Welcome to the Reaver Common Sense. I'm your host, Jersey Joe. I'm here to make sense out of the senseless. We are broadcasting right here on SHR Media. Conservative media done right. Oh, am I screwing this up, ain't I? It's been about a week or so. Come on, give me a break. Yeah, just listening. I want to start off by apologizing. First, I missed the one show because, well, my little puppy dog knocked my glasses onto the floor, and I wasn't watching when I was walking, and I stepped on my brand new glasses. That was a couple hours right before show. I couldn't see. Then, well, Memorial Day. And today, my mother's been here, and she left Friday. And it was a great visit for my mother. I haven't seen her since my dad passed away. There was some shit that happened with my family. Of course, it's kind of normal. I keep hearing those stories. It's normal when someone passed away. But there's some real nasty shit that happened between me and my so-called brother. So everybody needed a little time out. My mom needed to heal. She's not quite there, but whatever. She was with my father for 52 years, 53 years, I think. And it's the first time she's come back to Florida into Hillsborough County since he passed. So that was kind of hard on her at first, and just trying to spend time. And then me and my mother, and actually my father, the three of us, we love talking politics with what was going on recently. I shouldn't say we would talk politics because the bullshit that's going on. And we got talking, as everybody knows, this bullshit conviction of Trump, which we will talk about. It's a joke. It's going to go to Supreme Court. Supreme Court's going to overturn it. Why do you think the Democrats have been attacking the conservative court system? The conservatives on the Supreme Court, I should say, for the past year or two. They knew this was going to happen. They knew they had a hung jury. The case was rigged. And you even got liberals going, yeah, that wasn't a fair trial. This is a government that I don't like what's going on. It's amazing how many, and the people posting, welcome. We're broadcasting also on, let's see, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, TikTok, Twitch. I think that's it. Yeah, pretty sure that's it. If you are watching and if you want, jump in the live chat, join the conversation, Tell me you love me, hate me, want me to get fired, want me to get a raise. Go right ahead. As I was saying with the Democrats, they're attacking the court system, the Supreme Court system, specifically the conservatives, trying to get them to recuse themselves. If they were so worried about corrupt judges or judges that would be impartial, they would have mandated that Judge Merchant step down. They would have told Merchant to step down. They were quiet. So now, because it's going to go in front of the Supreme Court, and they want to pack the court, so it's just the liberals on there, so they can get the case that they want, so they can rig it again, because they are afraid of Donald John Trump. They are afraid that he is going to wipe the floor, figuratively, with pedo Biden, racist Biden. They know that's going to happen. So they're trying to rig the system to try to keep Trump from winning. They think that people are going to back down. And if you would have seen Friday night, one of the top trends was, what is it? We the People, The Awakening. Civil War was up there. I'm not calling for violence. I won't call for violence, but that does scare me. If they rig this election to the point that they give it back to Biden, that scares me. That really scares me. And it's Democrats are being stupid. Oh my God. The unarmed people are mocking and antagonizing those that are armed. How retarded can you be? There's one guy, you guys are too much of a pussy to start anything. You're going to sit on your couches and type on Twitter, as he types on Twitter. And yes, I did call Biden a racist. You see, he tried at a campaign recently to label Trump a racist again. And then the next day, there was a media personnel. We have audio of Trump saying the N-word, but we're not going to show it. Doesn't that strike anybody as weird? The day after these blatant lies are told. But I got something for you. All right. Let me set this up. Share.
Said, quote, we already have a nigger mayor and we don't need any more nigger big shots. Plan in the basement said, quote, we already have a nigger mayor and we don't need any more nigger big shots.
Wait a minute. Who's that? That's pedophile Joe Biden saying the N-word. Oh my God. Joe Biden? But wasn't he just accusing Trump of this as he's done it? And you want to talk about some racist stuff? Let's go through some of the racist stuff. Because he has decade-long habit of making overtly racist remarks. Oh. Palling around with known racists. Praising known racists. And don't come at me with the Trump, David Duke and the KKK backed his campaign. Yeah, and he told them to go fuck themselves. You can't control who backs you. Whether you accept that or not is a different story. So, let's see. Where should we start? On this article... Biden white explained that Latinos in America resist vaccinations because they're worried they'll be vaccinated and deported. He referred to this group of people as Latinx. Oh my God. Somehow I was just violated by TikTok again and shut down. TikTok just shut me down. For misinformation. What misinformation have I given? I've hardly talked about anything, and they shut me down. Well, guess what, TikTok? Go fuck yourself. I'm done with you. I'll be shutting my access down on everything on TikTok, and you can fucking suck my dick, TikTok, you Chinese cocksuckers. I haven't talked any misinformation. What have I said that's misinformation? That Biden is racist? That he has said the N-word? And we're going to go over the facts of comments that he's made right now. Holy shit, that pisses me off. 11 minutes into it, and they shut me down. And now they suspended me until the 11th. That pisses me off. That pisses me off beyond. That, I can't believe they shut me down. That's going to ruin my mood for the rest of the night. Not that I care about TikTok. It goes to show that they are so protective of Biden. They got a cover for him. Or some pussy reported me and lied that misinformation. Hang on, let me do this tweet real quick. Hang on. That just pisses me right off. Well, I know I'll be doing tonight. Hang on. Almost done. And fuck you on top of it. That pissed me off. They shut me down. What a bunch of pussies. All right. Everybody, share this for me. Share this with your friends. Hit the subscribe or follow button. But this is how bad the system is out to attack conservatives. They can't take the fucking truth. Now, let's go on with more of Trump's. Hang on, let me do something real quick. I'm going to just do this just for the fun of it now.
We already have a nigger mayor, and we don't need any more nigger big shots. Plan in the basement said, quote, we already have a nigger mayor, and we don't need any more nigger big shots.
Right there is Biden. That's Biden. Not Trump. That's Biden. All right, let's get into more of his. Let's see. He told Charlemagne the God, a popular morning show radio show host, In May 2020, Biden infamously inserted to the largely black audience that if you're unsure of whether to vote for him or Trump, then you ain't black. You ain't black if you don't vote for Biden. Damn. He just told blacks that they're too fucking stupid to think on their own, and if they want to be black, they got to vote for him. Nice. But TikTok allows that crap. Let's see. This one isn't Biden told a gathering of black and Hispanic journalists that unlike the African-American community, with notable exceptions, the Latino community is an incredibly diverse community with incredibly different attitude about different things. Nice. In 2010, he warmly eulogized Senator Robert Byrd, a former exalted Cyclops in the Ku Klux Klan, saying he was one of my mentors and that the Senate is a lesser place for his going. Think about that. Democrat Senator Robert Byrd, who retired, I think it was 2009, 2010, and passed away shortly after, was eulogized by Biden, Hillary Clinton, and a bunch of others. This guy was a grand wizard, exalted Cyclops. He was in the Klan during the 40s and 50s. What did they do back then? And Biden praised this man and said the Senate is a lesser place for his going. In 2007, Biden referred to Barack Obama as the first mainstream African American who is articulate, bright, and clean. Nice. 2006, Biden said you cannot go to a 7-Eleven or Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. Back in 1977, he said that forced busing to desegregate schools would cause his children to grow up in a racial jungle. And he infamously worked with segregationist senators to oppose that mandatory busing, which decades later led to the strongest moment in Kamala Harris's campaign for president, when she blasted him as having personally impacted her as a young girl. This is Joe Biden, President Joe Biden. But I guess you're going to have your liberals screaming, that misinformation. Fuck you, it's fact. Just as
We already have a nigger mayor. We don't need any more nigger big shots.
Oh, I'm going to be playing that a lot.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
You can catch the Reaver Common Sense Show right here on YouTube and Rumble every Monday and Friday at 9 p.m. Be warned, he's the one your mother warned you about.
You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Oops. Welcome back to the Reaver Common Sense. Thank you for being here. Oh, you're listening to the Reaver Common Sense on SHR Media, conservative media done right here on Rumble through SHR Media, YouTube through Reaver Common Sense, Facebook is SHR Media. Yes, I have brain farts. And Twitch, I think, is Reaver Common Sense, and Twitter, Reaver Common Sense. Come check us out. We got some great shows that are coming up. We got some new talent coming up. Maybe not new talent, but new to this, to the SHR Media family. We have BZ's Berserk Bobcat Saloon. He's what, Tuesdays and Thursdays? I can't believe they shut that shit down and suspended me. I'll take everything down, that's all. I didn't make no money off them. So, oh boy. How do I? So, I'm tired of this shit. Democrats, who have been the racist party for decades, still, even after the 60s, has been the racist party. And this has got me in trouble before because they're the party of segregation. They have been, and now they convince the minorities that they need to segregate, and they have minorities trying to segregate. You got black dorms at colleges, black graduations, Indian graduations, so forth and so on. I got to put something up. I'll do one later. One last TikTok. Oh, again, if you want to join the conversation, you can join the conversation through Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble. Join the conversation. We'll have some fun. What the heck is this? Close. I'm just off my game now. I'm so... Now to go on to about Trump and this bullshit conviction. And listen, these are my opinions, and I have a right to my opinions. I have a right to speak my opinions. If you don't like that, go fuck yourself. You don't like it, get your own show and speak your opinions. I back mine up. I look up the facts. I look up the information. But in the long run, these are my opinions. And I have a right to my opinion. And if you don't like it, do your own fucking show. Don't be a pussy and report. I don't like what he said. Fucking keyboard warrior pussies. Oh, it's just... All right. CNN legal analyst trashes Trump guilty verdict. Think about that. A CNN legal analyst. The charges obscure and unprecedented. Legal analyst, I'm not even going to try that last name, has published an article in New York Magazine pointing out many of the procedural flaws behind the prosecution of former President Donald Trump, who was convicted in Manhattan on Monday. Among other problems, it's noted that no state prosecutor had ever tried to enforce federal election laws before. Many legal observers have said that the Manhattan district attorney had no authority or jurisdiction to do so. The CNN legal analyst, Hoenig, Honig. The judge donated money, a tiny amount, $35, but it's plain violation of a rule prohibiting New York judges from making political donations of any kind to a pro-Biden, anti-Trump political operations, and there was more found. There was more donations found, including funds that the judge earmarked for resisting the Republican Party and Donald Trump's radical right-wing legacy. The judge donated to a group and earmarked for resisting the Republican Party and Donald Trump's radical right-wing legacy. No, he wasn't biased in that court system. Would folks have been just fine with a judge staying on the case if he had donated a couple bucks to reelect Donald Trump, MAGA, forever? Absolutely not. And this is a CNN legal analysis writing this. Not Fox, not Breitbart, not a conservative site. This is a well-established DNC mouthpiece. He goes on to talk about District Attorney Alvin Braggs ran for office in an overwhelmingly Democratic county by touting his Trump-hunting prowess. He bizarrely and falsely boasted on the campaign trail, "It is a fact that I have sued Trump over 100 times. Disclosure, both Braggs and Trump's lead counsel are friends and former colleague of mine at Southern District of New York. The charges against Trump are obscure and nearly entirely unprecedented. In fact, no state prosecutor in New York or Wyoming or anywhere has ever charged federal election laws as a direct or predicate state crime against anyone for anything. None, ever. Even putting aside the specifics of election law, the Manhattan DA itself almost never brings any case in which falsification of business record is the only charge. It is a dog and pony show. I was giving a little bit of I thought maybe being naive that these New York idiots would be fair, but they just proved that they sold their souls. They sold our country. And what Democrats don't understand is they just opened a fucking door. They just opened a fucking door, a floodgate. You don't think the Republicans aren't going to play, all right, motherfuckers, you did this. We're coming at you. You opened a floodgate, and then they're going to cry when their presidents, ex-presidents, Biden, fucking Obama start getting arrested. And you don't think that's not going to happen? And they're going to be, oh, this is not fair. This is politics. This is a political blah, 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 blah. What the fuck do you think the Democrats have been doing for the last almost 8 years? They have trampled this country for power. Look at what Biden's doing right now. Because his ratings are down now. Oh, I got to stop the war. I got to get a ceasefire. Oh, I got to do something in Israel. Oh, I got to do some executive orders to stop the illegal flow. Because his ratings are in the fucking toilet. He doesn't give a flying fuck about this country. He has done everything to step on the Constitution. He's given the middle finger to the Supreme Court over these student loans. Remember, the Supreme Court said you can't do it. And he's bragged about it. The Supreme Court tried stopping me, but I did it. Remember, people, remember, when Trump's president and he starts ignoring shit, I don't think he will, but it would be funny if he did, because I'm so sick of this shit with what's going on. I really am. The destruction of this country by the Democrat Party and these Democrats dressed in Republican clothing, rhinos, whatever you want to call them. There's a lot that are in the Republican Party that need to be kicked the fuck out. Tony Gonzalez in the Republican Party out of Texas. Kick him the fuck out. Mitch McConnell, kick him the fuck out. McCarthy, you want to whine like a little bitch? Leave the fucking party. You didn't do what you're supposed to do. You gave in to the Democrat Party. You acted like a little bitch, and now you're crying like one. Go on your merry way. Or go join the Democrat Party. You've been helping them for decades. And Mike Johnson, he can go fucking join. He wants to act like he does. You either stand up for the Republican Party, you stand up for the American people, or you fucking leave. I don't trust any of these politicians anymore. Because as soon as they get any type of power, they turn their backs on us. Oh, when we thought Paul Ryan was going to be a savior, he fucked us. Kevin McCarthy, we thought he was going to help us. He turned his back on us and fucked us. Mike Johnson, he's done the same thing. Mitch McConnell, he's been fucking us for decades. People, don't sit back and take it. Vote these cocksuckers out.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show right here on YouTube and Rumble every Monday and Friday at 9 p.m. Be warned, he's the one your mother warned you about.
You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media. Conservative media done right. You can catch us on Rumble through SHR Media. You can catch us on YouTube, or you can catch me on YouTube through Reaver of Common Sense. Facebook, SHR Media. Twitter, Reaver Common Sense. Twitch, Reaver Common Sense. And after the show, I will post to Spreaker. Yes, Spreaker, not Speaker, Spreaker. Apple, iHeart, and Spotify. So, if you can't catch it live, you can catch it on podcast. All right, House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan, Republican from Ohio, told Fox News Digital he is proposing an appropriation package that would defund the lawfare activity of state and federal prosecutors, leading political sensitive investigations, pointing specifically to Special Counsel Jack Smith, Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Braggs, and Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis. This is getting... I like what letter that was sent from the Senate to the White House after the joke of conviction of Donald Trump that stated nothing will, the Senate is in lockdown. No more confirmation of political appointments. Bills are going to get locked up. They're not going to fund and they're not going to keep allowing this administration to destroy this country. Now let's see if they have the balls to actually do it. Let's see if Senate actually has the balls to stand up to Mitch McConnell and Chuck Schumer and jackass pedophile Joe Biden. The proposal comes just days after former President Donald Trump was convicted on all 34 counts of falsifying business records stemming from charges brought against him by communist Alvin Braggs. Trump is also currently awaiting a Supreme Court ruling on whether he is immune from charges brought against him by Smith in his January 6th investigation, awaiting a trial date on charges brought from Smith classified records case, and awaiting a trial date on charges brought by Willis in Georgia. All they're trying to do is keep them off the campaign trail. Did anybody see the money when they announced the conviction that night? How much money was donated to the Republican Party? It was like, what, $25 million? Hang on. Jesus Christ, I saw an article on Fox. A significant amount of people are affected by Trump's conviction. And when there 1 out of 10 people said that the conviction changed their mind. 1 out of 10. $52 million they raised. 52.8 to be exact was donated after the conviction of Donald J. Trump. The people just stepped up and said, we have had enough of this bullshit. Bullshit. Now, hopefully, Jim Jordan actually does what he says he's going to do. Too many times these politicians say one thing and it's just smoke and mirrors. And, I'm so tired of that. So tired of the smoke and mirrors that goes on. How about do what you say you're going to do? Stand up. All right, this next article. Yeah. Not used to this little sock that goes on the mic. I don't know if I like it. YouGov poll, trust in judicial system drops after Trump's conviction. A conviction of former President Donald Trump appeared to negatively impact America's outlook on their judicial system, a YouGov poll recently found. The survey suggested persecution of Trump, President Joe Biden's political opponent, eroded faith in the American justice system, or system of justice. In just 6 weeks, from April 16th to May 31st, trust in the American judicial jury system fell 3 points, 54% to 51%. The drop in Trump trust was greater among independents and Republican. Independents trust dropped 4 points, while Republicans dropped 17%. I wonder if Joe Biden has pictures of Mao, Stalin, Putin, Hitler in his office. I mean, his heroes. They destroyed their countries. I wonder if that's what he's trying to emulate. Among Democrats, trust grew 10%, a 35% point gap between Republicans and Democrats. The gap was 8 points before Trump's conviction. Let's see. What's next? Democrats go on defense as Marjorie Taylor Greene's questioning of Fauci's turns explosive. Democrats tried to shut down Republican Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, MTG of Georgia, on Monday as she grilled Dr. Anthony Fauci about his medical credentials and his pandemic advice, and also suggested he belongs in prison. Why did Alex Jones get a judgment against him for billions of dollars? They said he gave out misinformation. Yet, Dr. Fauci and the Democrats pushed misinformation. They knew it was a lie, and they pushed it. But nothing happens to them. And now you got that cocksucker Chris Cuomo trying to act like a hero and, for victimizing. I wasn't. How dare they attack Joe Rogan? He attacked Joe Rogan. And he wouldn't apologize. That's the thing. They know they're wrong. And they won't come up and go, you know what? Our information was wrong at the time. We weren't sure what was right. We pushed the wrong information. Fuck, we were wrong. Green also displayed images of puppies being used as guinea pigs during experiments that were said to have been signed off on by Fauci during his time as director of National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease. The face of the early White House response to the COVID-19 crisis attended a House Oversight and Accountability Subcommittee hearing on the coronavirus pandemic. Whew. Try saying that 10 times fast. House Oversight and Accountability Subcommittee hearing on the coronavirus pandemic. When Green was given her time to speak, she roiled many of her colleagues by refusing to refer to Fauci as a doctor and by accusing him of admitting that he made up social distancing guidelines in the early days of the pandemic. Show me where it's a law that I have to call him a doctor. Out of respect, people call people who get a doctorate degree a doctor. But I don't recall ever seeing a law that says, I have to call you doctor. Side note, what pissed me off about TikTok, I've been hit multiple times, and every single one of their appeals I have won. Every single one. And that tells me they shut things down super fast just because you got I don't know how many pussies out there, and they do it on purpose. They have groups that go out there and attack conservatives and mass report, almost like a swatting. Well, they're not calling the cops, but they're giving these false reports in mass amount, and they act. They do it on YouTube and other platforms, and the platforms fall for it. But yeah, every single appeal, I'm sorry, everyone but one, and I've said it before, I redid the title on that video, put it back out, and it was fine. Still's up. Same video, same exact video is still up. And that proves to me that it's not either algorithms going off the titles or the algorithm is going off of people reporting. Fucking hips kill me. Green used a headline from the UK's Daily Mail to remind Fauci of the admission and recalled he once declared that he was the embodiment of science. You said you represent science. Do you represent science, Mr. Fauci? Yes or no? Fauci explained he did not view the question as a yes or no, to which Green shouted back, I'll take that as you don't know what you represent. He said he represents science, and then when he's asked it, I don't know if I don't know what I am. Simple question, and that's what pisses me off when I watch. And no, I don't watch Fox. I don't watch CNN. I don't watch MSNBC. I'll watch CNN or I'll, wherever I can find the live feeds from the Senate floor or the House floor without commentary. I don't want commentary. I want to hear what is being said. I want to hear what's being said in these committees. I don't want any commentary, conservative or liberal, when I watch these. I want to form my own opinion, my own thoughts. Then, yes, from there, I branch out and research. Green then asked, do the American people deserve to be abused like that, Mr. Fauci? Because you're not doctor, you're Mr. in my few minutes. Green later shared an image of two beagle puppies laid on their side in reference to a 2022 report from the nonprofit White Coat Waste Project, which stated Fauci and the NIAID approved experiment on dogs, and that in some instances their vocal cords were removed so they could not bark or cry. That pisses me off. I hate the abuse of animals, dogs. Especially with just losing mine recently. Fuck TikTok. Democrats then began to cut in with objections. Democrat Representative Jamie Raskin of Maryland asked, just in terms of the rules of decorum. Yeah, Democrats talking about decorum. Are we allowed to deny that a doctor is a doctor just because we don't want him to be a doctor? It's a title that you don't have to use, you dumbass. Green fired back, yes, because in my time, the man does not deserve to have a license. As a matter of fact, it should be revoked, and he belongs in prison. Raskin commented that in his estimation, Green was out of line for speaking to Fauci, who he said was respected in such manner. Respected? What fucking crack are you smoking? That's it. We need to start drug testing these motherfuckers. Green reclaimed her time. Oh, TikTok just sent me a notice. Let me see. Something Last Chance did one of their bullshit stuff. Last Chance to register for an official match now. Yeah. Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass, you motherfuckers.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
You can catch the Reaver Common Sense Show right here on YouTube and Rumble every Monday and Friday at 9 p.m. Be warned, he's the one your mother warned you about.
You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
And welcome back to the Reaver Common Sense. I'm your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm here to make sense out of the senseless. Or at least I hope to. You're listening on SHR Media, conservative media done right. You can find us, Rumble, SHR Media, YouTube, Reaver Common Sense, Facebook. Ooh, looks like I'm up on both Jersey Joe and SHR Media. TikTok, Reaver Common Sense. Twitch, go fuck, or not Twitch. Twitch is Reaver Common Sense. TikTok, go fuck yourself. After the show, I will upload onto Spreaker, iHeart, Spotify, and Apple, and a whole bunch more. Let's see. And she eventually got reprimanded by the chairman committee. But she resumed her questioning of Fauci by ripping him for throwing out the first pitch in a Major League Baseball game in July 2020 and later not wearing a mask while socializing in an empty stand at the same game. She reminded him that because of his recommendations at the time, millions of Americans were at home while children across the country lost valuable time in classroom and were forced to wear masks. She concluded her grilling of Fauci by again suggesting that he should be sent to prison. You know what this committee should be doing? We should be recommending you to be prosecuted. We should be writing a criminal referral because you should be prosecuted for crimes against humanity. You belong in prison, Dr. Fauci. All right, don't forget, if you want to join the conversation, you can. I got live chat, Rumble, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Just jump on in. Join the conversation. Don't forget to hit the like button or share. Send me some love. It's free. Oh, man. I just... What's this one? Yeah, during the trial with the jury, when they went in to deliberate, that judge made Trump keep coming to the courthouse. That just proves the bullshit that they were after. That just proves they're trying to keep him off the campaign trail. Not working assholes. Oh, man. Go through articles. Brian Donalds fires back at MSNBC's Joy Reid after she calls him a MAGA prop black guy. Could you imagine if Fox News did that? Oh my God, they're racist. Look at that. I don't care. It's a black woman that said it to him. Just because someone has different political views, they're a prop. Just because you're stupid and can't see that you're part of the racist system, that's your problem, not mine. Oh. It blows my mind, people. Blows my mind. All right. He fired back at MSNBC's Joy Reid on Sunday after the far-left host referred to him as a black guy Republicans deploy as phony proof of support from African Americans. I can go on Twitter and find hundreds and thousands of videos of black people speaking out for Trump. It's not hard to find. Reed, known for her vitriol against black conservatives, didn't hold back after Donald spoke following former President Trump's rally in the deep blue Bronx on Thursday, which featured a notable diverse audience. The one black guy that Republicans love to roll out as fake proof that black people, the blacks, are MAGA. They are MAGA. Reed said on Friday, it's a joke and just as credible as when they said they were going to make that guy Speaker of the House. That's what they say about Tim from Tim Scott. Shit, I can't. Ran for president back in 2020. The neurosurgeon. Damn it. It'll come to me. But they've said that about him, too. Donald's responded to Reed's criticism during an interview on Fox News Sunday, labeling the MSNBC host comments as an attempt to tear him down for his success. I find Joy's comments to be nothing more than crabs in a barrel. Maybe she's got crabs. You never know. Just because I have a different viewpoint, different way of looking at the world, different politics, now all of a sudden I'm being used. You can make an argument that MSNBC is using her. Reed has previously referred to black Republicans like Donald and Tim Scott as tokens for the party. Are you a token for the MSDNC, Miss Reed? When Donald was nominated as House Speaker in 2023, Reed said it was a cynical effort to make the party seem more diverse, quipping any black guy will do. 2021, she said Scott's present at a press conference about GOP opposition to a minimum wage mandate were merely to provide a patina of diversity. The previous year, Reed referred to Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas as a Uncle Clarence, a clear reference to Uncle Tom slur against blacks viewed as differential to the whites. This is the vile, the disgusting, that is the Democrat Party. It's sickening what is going on today. And the political parties, both of them love that it's us people arguing against each other. Because if we actually stood up, the political party would be in trouble. Both of them. And one thing I got to say is the fault of what's going on in this country does not lie with our politicians. The fault finds with us, the people. We have allowed this for years, decades. There's nothing we can do about it. We've remained silent. We've allowed them to do it. My voice don't mean nothing. Yeah, it does, people. But when you don't use it, it don't work. Doesn't mean you have to get up, scream, shout. Just make sure you get out and vote. I don't care who you vote for. I will never say you're wrong or right for who you vote for. I may not like it. I may vote differently. But that's what this country's about. Voting for who you want. That's what this country is about, the freedoms. And don't tell me voter ID restricts those. It doesn't. To me, that is an insult to the American people. You're telling people, and they specifically point out minorities, blacks, Latinos, and it's saying you're too stupid to get an ID. That you're not smart enough to be able to go down and get an ID. And I think that is a major insult. You need an ID for a host of things in this country. voting to make sure that you're a U.S. citizen. Because right now, the Democrat Party are holding events showing illegals how to vote in the federal election. I know, I'll probably get hit with it. Misinformation. It's out there, people. I love Democrats. They don't agree with what you have to say. Misinformation. Well, when I start hearing that, it starts telling me I'm more spot on. And it scares the crap out of them. Listen, that's going to be the show. I'm going to end it a couple minutes early today. I'll be back Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for SHR Media right here on Rumble, right here on YouTube, right here on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Spreaker. Trying to remember here. iHeart, Spotify, and fuck you, TikTok. Fuck you.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
You can catch the Reaver Common Sense Show right here on YouTube and Rumble every Monday and Friday at 9 p.m. Be warned, he's the one your mother warned you about.
You're listening to the SHR Media Network.